Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, before any ideas, any stories, any principles, I invite you to do something rare. I invite you to slow down, just for a moment. We live in a world that rushes us constantly, rushes our decisions, rushes our ambitions, rushes our lives. We are encouraged to move fast, achieve more, adjust quickly, and never stop. And in that movement, something essential is often left behind: ourselves. Very few moments in life ask us to pause and reflect not on what we do, but on why we do it. Not on where we are going, but on whether the direction still makes sense. Today is one of those moments, because this conversation is not about motivation. It is not about productivity. It is not about becoming someone else. It is about returning to who you already are. Each of us carries an invisible framework that shapes our lives. It influences our choices, our relationships, our courage, and our regrets. That framework is our core values, and whether we are aware of them or not, we live according to them, or suffer because we ignore them. Some of the deepest pain human beings experience does not come from failure. It comes from success that costs us our integrity, from progress that moves us away from our truth, from applause that silences our inner voice. This is why alignment matters, because alignment is not a luxury for philosophers or leaders. It is a necessity for anyone who wants to live without inner conflict. Tonight, I'm not asking you to agree with me. I'm not asking you to change immediately. I am asking you to listen, honestly, to listen to the stories, to listen to the silences, and most importantly, to listen to yourself. Because the answers you are searching for have been with you longer than you realize. Align with your core values. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, dear friends, today, I want to talk to you about something invisible, yet immensely powerful. Something that shapes your decisions, defines your courage, and quietly determines the direction of your life. Today, I want to talk to you about aligning with your core values. Not the values you post on social media, not the values you claim when it is easy, but the values that remain when no one is watching. The values that guide you when the path is unclear. The values that whisper to you in moments of doubt. Because in a world that constantly tells you who to be, aligning with your core values is an act of quiet rebellion. 1. The noise of the world. We live in a very loud world. Every day we are bombarded with opinions, expectations, comparisons, and pressure. We are told what success should look like, how fast we should grow, how much we should earn, who we should become. And slowly, often without realizing it, we begin to drift. We chase goals that do not fulfill us. We say yes when our soul is screaming no. We wear masks so well that we forget our own face. And one day, we wake up feeling empty, exhausted, and disconnected. Not because we failed, but because we succeeded at living a life that was not aligned with who we truly are. 2. What are core values really? Core values are not slogans. They are not motivational quotes. They are not rules imposed by society. Your core values are your internal compass. They are the principles that matter so deeply to you that violating them feels like betraying yourself. They are the standards by which you measure meaning, not comfort. Integrity, freedom, faith, service, excellence, honesty, compassion, growth. Your values are the answer to this question. What kind of person do I want to be, even when it costs me? 3. The cost of misalignment. Misalignment always has a price. Sometimes the price is stress. Sometimes it is anxiety. Sometimes it is resentment. Sometimes it is burnout. When your actions contradict your values, your body keeps the score. Your mind becomes restless. Your heart becomes heavy. You may look successful from the outside, yet feel deeply unfulfilled on the inside, because no achievement can compensate for a life lived out of alignment. 4. Alignment is not easy, but it is honest. Let us be clear. Aligning with your core values is not comfortable. It may require you to walk away from opportunities that look good on paper, disappoint people who benefited from your silence, say no when approval would be easier, stand alone before others understand you. Alignment often feels like loss at first, but what you lose in comfort, you gain in clarity. What you lose in applause, you gain in peace. What you lose in shortcuts, you gain in self-respect. 5. The courage to choose yourself. There comes a moment in every meaningful life when you must choose. Will I live to be accepted, or will I live to be authentic? Choosing alignment means choosing yourself. Not selfishly, but truthfully. It means saying, this is who I am. This is what I stand for. This is what I will not compromise. And yes, some people will leave. Some doors will close. Some paths will disappear. But the right ones, the ones meant for you, will finally appear. 6. Alignment creates inner peace. There is a rare and powerful peace that comes from alignment. It is the peace of knowing that even when life is hard, you are not divided inside. That even when you fail honestly. That even when you fall forward, true to yourself. Aligned people sleep better. They decide faster. They recover stronger because their energy is not wasted on pretending. 7. Leadership begins with alignment. True leadership does not start with authority. It starts with alignment. People do not follow titles, they follow clarity. They follow consistency. They follow courage. When your words match your actions, you become trustworthy. When your decisions reflect your values, you become credible. When your life reflects your principles, you become inspiring. Aligned leaders do not need to manipulate. Their integrity speaks louder than their voice. 8. Alignment is a daily practice. Alignment is not a destination, it is a discipline. Every day, life will test your values, in small choices, in quiet compromises, in moments no one will applaud. Alignment asks daily questions. Does this decision honor who I am? Am I choosing fear or truth? Am I reacting or responding from my values? You will not always get it right, but awareness is progress. Correction is growth. 9. When alignment feels lonely. Let me be honest with you. There will be moments when alignment feels lonely, when you are misunderstood, when you are judged, when you are ahead of your time or behind the crowd. But loneliness in alignment is better than belonging in betrayal, because the person you must live with forever is yourself. 10. The legacy of an aligned life. At the end of your life, people will not remember your excuses. They will remember your courage. They will not remember how busy you were. They will remember what you stood for. An aligned life leaves a legacy not of perfection, but of truth. And truth, lived consistently, changes the world. Closing. So today I invite you not to be perfect, but to be aligned. Listen to your inner compass. Honor your deepest values. Choose integrity over convenience. Choose meaning over approval. Because when you align with your core values, you do not just change your life. You become a light for others, searching for the courage to live their own truth. As we come to the end of this conversation, I want you to notice something. Nothing external has changed. Your job may still be the same. Your responsibilities may still be waiting. The world outside this room is exactly as it was, but something internal may have shifted. And that is where real change always begins. Alignment does not announce itself loudly. It arrives quietly, through clarity, through discomfort, through truth. It may begin as a question you can no longer ignore, a compromise you no longer accept, a direction you no longer pretend is right. Living in alignment with your core values does not guarantee an easy life, but it guarantees an honest one. It does not remove fear. It gives fear meaning. It does not eliminate loss. It ensures that what you lose was never aligned with who you are becoming. There will be days when alignment feels inconvenient, days when it costs you opportunities, approval, or comfort. But there will also be days when you feel something rare and powerful, inner peace. The peace of knowing that even when life is difficult, you are not divided within yourself. And that peace is not passive. It is strong. It is grounding. It is freeing. One day, far from now, you will look back on your life, not at every detail, but at the direction. And in that moment, success will not be measured by how much you accumulated, but by how faithfully you lived. Did you listen when your values spoke? Did you have the courage to realign when you drifted? Did you choose truth when it would have been easier to choose comfort? Alignment is not about being perfect. It is about being whole. So as you leave this space and return to your life, I leave you with this invitation. Move forward, but do not drift. Grow, but do not betray yourself. Succeed, but not at the cost of your soul. Align your life with your core values. Because when you do, no matter where you go, you will always know who you are. Thank you.